Alright guys, we are here to react to the brand new Wallows album. I am so excited for this. Wallows is one of my favorite bands since high school. I've been obsessed with them. That's them on my wall. I don't know if you can see that. That's Wallows moment. You get the point. I like Wallows. So I'm so excited. I am so glad that I get to listen to this with you guys and share my first thoughts on this project. I have heard Your Apartment because I couldn't resist, but I didn't listen to any of the other singles. I wanted to wait, so we're going into this fresh. I also already bought tickets for their tour, so I'm hoping I like this album. That would be really unfortunate if I didn't. Without any further ado, let's get right into this. We're starting out with a song I've already heard, Your Apartment. This one's like about that ex that you have that just keeps on bringing up bad memories and just like won't like exit your life, and you just like can't escape the memories of them, or like recalling that there's always that potential that you guys could get back together, because that's just like a fucked up place to be, of like, is it gonna happen again? No, it shouldn't happen again. This was a toxic relationship. But, and yeah, it just sucks when there's that person that just won't leave you alone, even if they're not doing anything. Yeah, this one's just like two people that are tormenting each other because they're like completely not right for each other, but they like still like each other. Horrible situation to be in. Like, you're clearly seeing other people. I am free to see other people, but for some reason me and you keep on messaging each other, and it's like not good. Who wrote this? Cole? No. Did Dylan write this? These boys need to get their relationships in order. But honestly, I love them because all three of them just seem like they're just like the anxious attachment style in relationships, and I'm very much the same way. So I think that's why I relate to their music so much. But yeah, they're just overthinkers. They like someone and they think too much about it. It happens. Anyway, moving on. Okay. Next song is Anytime Always. Okay. Bro! You gotta stop doing this shit.
Smile. Till you looked up at me, could you stay a while? Let's look back on past times, the good and the bad. Let's make up the best years you and I have ever had.
Again, guys, stand up. Like, I can't even be mad at them because I do the same things, but carries on the vibes from the last song of just, we're clearly not meant to be together, but you make me happy. So I'm gonna keep that door open of us possibly getting back together, even though I know we're not gonna work out. It's kind of that limbo you get stuck in when you know someone's not your person, but you still like them.
You can call me anytime, always. You can call me anytime, always. You can call me anytime, always. You can call me anytime.
I love any of the moments when we can like very distinctly hear all of their voices, because, well, I mean, it happens occasionally, but it's just always, it's so fun to like hear all of them singing together. Okay, Okay, so you can call me anytime, always leads right into calling after me. Nice. I like it. But yeah, that was cute. Anyway, let's move on into the next song, Calling After Me.
Who's the one that wanna get away? Who are you thinking of when you and me take? 'Cause I know you can't see more than a secret.
Guys, get on anxiety medication, please. Just like, or work on some meditation techniques. You gotta stop this overthinking. I'm talking to myself here. This is just so relatable of being stuck in your head of just asking all these questions that clearly you're not gonna like the answer to, but you still wonder about what the answer is. I'm still nosy. Like, let me know. Just give me the details about your life, even though I'm not in it anymore. Is that weird? No.
And you got everybody calling, but I know that you're calling after me. Please tell me, I know you fantasize. You could have me in the back every night. I don't mind the things that you've been doing. Think you need someone like me to get through it.
This one just ever so slightly is giving delusional. Just like straight up having a crush on someone and you are 100% aware they are hooking up with other people. They are talking to other people. They are getting hit on by other people. But you're still convinced they want you. Because obviously they want you. That, like, they're just hooking up with people to get your attention. And I could be completely misreading this song, but that's what I'm getting from this. Yeah, that's probably not helping with the mental health thing. Alright, next up is Bad Dream. I love their songs like this so much, which I know a lot of people prefer their upbeat songs. A lot of their upbeat songs are the ones that like get popular, but I love their slow stuff. I love when they pull it back and like just give us a nice mellow song that I can just like get entranced in. I find the concept of dreams just so interesting, and especially like bad dreams, because, well, from my understanding of it, dreams are basically your brain's electrons firing on the neurological paths that you used throughout that day. So essentially, whatever you have been thinking about during that day gets brought up in your dreams. And so that's why it becomes this hodgepodge of different things. But essentially what I'm trying to get to say is whenever someone has a bad dream, that generally means whatever they've been thinking about recently hasn't been good. And so when someone you're romantically interested in is having bad dreams, it's kind of a what's going on? And being in a relationship, that can be worrisome. Okay, next up, A Warning.
Held you close when it got colder. Placed your head on my shoulder. These are all the things that we choose to remember. Did you cross your fingers when you said forever? Didn't look the same with the other before. You could have given me more than 'cause you love me
This one just makes me like want to be drunk, like on a dance floor, just jumping with a ton of strangers, you know? Like this one just has that nice vibe. Jeez. Ugh. Okay. So this is about like finding out the person that you've fallen in love with has now started dating someone else because you were just one of their options and they chose someone else. And now you're like, wait, what? There was other, oh, you know? And you just have to like suddenly accept that, oh, yeah, they were just stringing me along, okay. And that can just be a difficult thing to process, you know? Or like you could have given me a sign. That's what sucks. And then you start looking for signs. Anyway, next song, I Wouldn't Mind. Okay. I like this because it's kind of like it's like a broken melody, but there's just singing through it, you know. It's like very chaotic, and there's this part of it that just like almost sounds like it doesn't work, but then he's singing like I wouldn't mind, and it's kind of just like perfectly matches the lyrics. Yeah, this doesn't work, but I don't care. Okay, next up is, what does it say? Oh, okay. You show me where my days went. Let's see if there's lyrics for this one. Spotify, yay! Spotify works like 70% of the time. 70% of the time I'm happy with Spotify. I hate that because it's so true. There's just those times that I think like, if I had someone with me, would I be more motivated? Would I get more done? Would I just be a more productive person if I had a person with me motivating me to do that, you know? There's that part of your mind that just wonders, am I not complete because I don't have that person yet? Like, would I be better? Or am I gonna be better in a relationship than I am right now? And honestly, I don't think, what I have learned is that that is not true. Being in a relationship is probably not going to make you the more productive version of yourself. Like, you're gonna have to do that work on your own. You can get to being your best self, but the relationship isn't gonna make you your best self. Don't expect a person to fix you. Just generally. I hate that. I feel like I'm just becoming their therapist at this point. But guys, that's not healthy. But like, I get it. But like, it's not healthy. And like, it's just a hard thing that you have to learn. If another person is the reason you feel better about yourself, you need to be working on yourself, because you should be able to find joy from yourself, just in general. Because putting your reliance on another person, while it's possible that that person could be in your life forever, if that person leaves your life, you're fucked, you know? And that's why you need to make sure that, like, while you can find yourself in another person, you still need to have a stable enough foundation of who you are, so that if that person's gone, you don't completely lose yourself. Because I feel like that's what happens, is people go through a breakup and they completely lose their identity because they don't know who they are without that person. And that's just like dangerous. I'm like in therapy mode. I'm sorry. This is my session. Welcome. They're sitting on a couch. They're on the couch. So they are being asked to be therapized. I'm going with it. I feel like every time you fall for someone, you just get very delusional. It's a natural thing that happens. And you don't think it's going to happen, but then it happens. So, okay, next up is Canada. I'm really liking the production on this album. They're doing a lot of different, like, fun sounds. Let's see if Spotify's gonna flop. Spotify flopped. No lyrics. This one just feels like it's just like being so down bad that you're just like, I need you, like, you're what I've been looking for, and I just need you to see that. Like, it's just being like, hey, I'm the person for you. Just like, if we both recognize, like, look in my eyes. It's like that moment of just being like, hey, I can tell that we would be a perfect match. How do you not see this? That you're just like, I'll take you however I can get it. Like, but like, how can you not tell that we're meant to be? They're so pining. Their music just encapsulates anxious yearning and just having like extreme anxiety, but being down bad for a person. Like, I just want to like shake them and just be like, wake up, it's not real. But that's just because I'm bitter and lonely. But yeah, it's just like, it's so clear that it's just, they're completely gone. They are in love with this person, and it's just killing them that this person doesn't see that they're perfect for each other. Like, sometimes I hate being that guy, but I have to be that guy of just saying, like, if the person you are interested in isn't interested in you back, or, like, isn't also romantically pursuing you, then you guys probably aren't meant to be together. If it's your soulmate, you're probably both gonna like each other, you know? But anyway, moving on. Next song, Don't You Think It's Strange? Okay, 4 songs left. Okay, it's time. Good. Is this Brayden? Okay, this one does feel like progress. It's kind of like being like, hey, taking a moment and being like, hey, don't you think it's weird that we're looking for someone to fix us? Or like we look for someone who is like perfectly made for us. And unfortunately that's just not realistic. And it is just a little weird that we have this culture that like, oh, you're gonna fall in love and just become the best version of yourself and you guys are gonna live happily ever after, because that's not real. A relationship is work. You have to put work into a relationship, and if you think it's just gonna be a fairy tale, boy is there gonna be a rude awakening. Why am I being so bitter? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm being so negative. My bad. Let me know in the comments if I'm being too depressing. I'm just completely shooting them down of just being like, no, stop it. This isn't healthy. Get out. It just makes me sad because it is just weird. Like, we put ourselves through so much trying to like find a partner, find someone to date, and it's just weird. Like, why do we do that? But like, why does it have to be so difficult? Why do we put ourselves through all these steps and procedures when it could be just two people being like, hey, let's get married? But it's so much more difficult than that, and we make it difficult. We're the ones who have all these standards that make things difficult. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. She's an actress.
Now I'm just looking for some communication. Is there ever a simple answer? She's a model, she's an actress, she's a dancer. If the mood's right, we'll talk all night. It might be a road to nowhere, but it's alright. Have you learned something about me? What's your left name? What's the motive? What's the reason? What's the right or wrong occasion for an evening? It means nothing, but I don't want that.
I really like this melody. It's just repeating, but I love it.
to something. There's people knocking at my door. Don't know if I can let in. I need to be alone, not be taken away. I thought that I owned myself for this time. I don't wanna be forgotten, but I've been being found. Maybe what I owe myself is an open heart to someone I wanna keep around. So could you tell me what you think feels good? And if you wanna love the girl you got it, I'll make you scream about it like you should.
Okay, sorry. I completely zoned out on that one because I was just very lost in the melody. Which is a good thing. Like, that's not something to complain about. But I'm sorry that I didn't say anything. I don't know. I just really liked, like, this one was just really easy to get lost in. And, like, I couldn't check the lyrics, so I'm not even sure on some of what was said. But it kind of just sounds like there's this part of them that's, like, regretting fame and also, like, dating a famous person. and dating someone who is also a creative like person, because creative people's minds work differently. But because of that, like when you're dating another creative person, it's like you know how their brain works. You know that there's all these intricate things moving around and that you can't understand that. And then there's also the aspect of, I feel like I say this in every single video I make, but I just feel so bad that celebrities immediately regret getting famous. I mean, like, why can't people be famous and then not be tortured for it? You know? Why do people have to make it weird? Just let them live a normal life. But like, I don't understand why so many like news outlets or gossip, whatever, feel the need to be all up in people's business. It's just pointless and annoying. Okay, next up, Going Under. This one like gives 21 Pilots vibes. Okay. That's what I love about their music, but is also what makes reacting to it hard, is it's so easy to get lost in. Like I'm loving this so much that I'm just like not listening to the words and not thinking of things to say. But that's because I'm just like lost in it, which like sometimes I feel like my favorite songs are the ones that I say the least about, which is just, yeah. Have they ever sang like this before? This is gonna be insane live. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm kind of just in shock from that one. That one definitely is probably gonna be one of my favorites from the album. That was amazing. I was not expecting that at all. That completely came out of nowhere in my mind, for me. But I love that so much. That was amazing. And I'm so glad that I'm gonna get to see their concert now, because that is gonna be insane to hear live. Oh, yeah. It makes me happy. Maybe I'm just a pessimistic person, but I just always get happy whenever I get to the end of an album and I'm just like, yeah, they did it. Because it's always artists that I love. And so there shouldn't be any doubt that I'm gonna love the album. But it's just like you get to the end and it's just like, wow, yeah, they did it. They did it. Is this the last one? Yep. Okay, last song, Only Ecstasy. This is such a good way to wrap up the album, but it's still painful of still having that feeling that like I need you. This one just kind of like wraps up that feeling of like you are the person for me, like there's no one else. Like no matter what you do, no matter what you say, like you could go date someone else, I don't care. I know we're meant to be together. That's just such a painful place to be if the other person doesn't feel that way. I feel like it is such a bittersweet feeling being in love and just being like, this is the person for me, but also knowing that that's not real. Like, you're being delusional. I don't know. I think that I've just gotten to a point in relationships that I feel that way, and there are other people that are still in that like lovey-dovey space, and I still get that way every time that I have a crush on someone. Like, the second I get a crush on someone, I think they're my soulmate. Like, I think like, oh, we were meant to be together. It's something that can be so painful but can also be so amazing, that feeling. Okay, but just to also comment on that is, it's not a good thing. I know I keep dogging, like I keep dogging on their being in love, but like, one person shouldn't be your only source of joy. You shouldn't rely on one person to be your source of happiness, because that's just a slippery slope, guys. Alright, that was Model, the new album from Wallows, and I thoroughly enjoyed that album. I think that there was a perfect mix of songs that just reminded me of them and their old stuff, and also songs that like completely tried something new and did something different than what they've done in the past. Like, they really did try some new sounds here, but also give us some like classic beginning of their, like, I don't know, one of those, I can't recall what the song title was right now, but one of those songs really just reminded me of These Days. Final thoughts. I feel like I was a therapist for about 90% of this album. I was completely like over dissecting their relationship, and I'm sorry for that. I may have been completely analyzing these songs wrong, and if I did, please tell me that in the comments. Just going over the overall vibe of the album, with the title Model and the content of all of the songs, the lyrics, I just get this feeling of like, the overarching theme of this album is just that being in a relationship and having this picture perfect person, that this person just in your head is the model version of who you want to date. They are the blueprint. Like, they are everything you've been looking for. They are the model. But again, there's another side to that of, it's not real. Like, it's just a model. It's fake. And with the album cover being like this very clearly on a soundstage living room, it just looks fake. But it looks like this picture perfect fake living room. And I think it perfectly sums up the feeling of this album of, whenever you fall in love with someone, you think they are perfect. You in your head make them perfect. You almost like idolize this person into this trap of perfection, and it's impossible for them to meet those standards. Okay, I think I've done enough analyzing for the night. It is currently 1 a.m. But I had a great time with this album, and I'm so excited that I get to see them live. Just stating that again, sorry. But yeah, this was another great project from the boys, and I am just so happy with it. Please let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if you disagree with me about anything. And also, what were your favorite songs? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more videos from me. I am currently working on a lot of different videos, so there might be a sporadic amount of posts coming up soon. But stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.